Hi everyone. Got a little bee in my bonnet again today. There's been some videos over the last few days, and I watched some last night and watched a couple this morning. Put a little bee in my bonnet. And I'm probably going to piss some of you off. But you know what? I'm over it. I have been scolded, both directly via my messages and comments, and indirectly via other people's videos, for not preaching, not leading people to Christ, or you're exposing the watchtower and now you need to tell me where I need to go. I expose the watchtower, yeah, but it's littered with facts. It's up to you whether or not you want to examine the information or not. I'm not forcing anybody to do anything. And my days of following anybody blindly are over. For anybody to come and insist that their way is the right way, and I'm of the devil if I don't follow that, those days are over. There are a lot of people who discuss the Bible via YouTube and other things, and they discuss the Bible. They will talk with you. They will discuss with you. And then you have the people who are preaching at you and telling you what to do and what to think and how it is. They're my way or you're wrong. And those days are over for me. And I'm not going to impose my personal journey on anybody because that's their journey to take. Everybody has to experience this stuff for themselves. I'm just so done with the people shoving the fist of it my way. I'm the right, and I have the truth, and I teach the truth, and I tell the truth, and I see the truth in the Bible. Hello, do you know anything about Jehovah's Witnesses? We're done with people who have the truth. A lot of us are willing to explore things, discuss things, etc. But I personally am done with people telling me they have the truth. And I'm not going to push truth on anybody else either. There's facts, there's evidence, but I'm not going to claim that I have the absolute truth on anything. And it's not my place. I'm not running a ministry here. I'm speaking out against the corruption of the watchtower. It's like, this is a bad analogy, but the watchtower gives meat in due season. Well, I finally examined the kitchen. And the kitchen is vile, it's filthy, it's corrupt, it's poisoning the meat. I'm warning people that the meat is poisoned, and here's why. Here's the evidence. Go examine it for yourself. It's not my job to tell people what they should be eating now. I can share what I'm learning, which I do. I can share where my journey is taking me, but it's not my job to beat somebody around the head and neck with what I think now. Those days are gone. That's what they're talking about when they talk about freedom. We have the freedom to take this journey wherever it takes us on our own. It's ironic that you see those who are the most, I've got the truth, and you are of the devil if you don't believe my way. And not just in the XJW community, it's all over. But those that are preaching the truth, they're the ones that are blocking comments and blocking people and, comment pending approval because they want the people that are going to agree with them and sing their praises. Those that are willing to discuss with you, they keep their comments open. They don't block people. They're open to discussion. They're open to opposing points of view. And this is why I believe the way I do. You believe this way, and this is why I believe the way I do. And there's a sharing of ideas. That's a control freak when you start blocking and controlling who can and cannot discuss and who you're going to allow to post. There are people who do comment pending approval to keep the comments on topic. And I can understand that. But they do let opposing views in. They do keep the discussion going. They just keep approve the comment so that they can keep everything on topic and not let it go all over the place. I have no problem with that. That's still a discussion going on. But those that block everybody except, oh, how great you are, that's a control freak. That's somebody who just cannot stand to listen to an opposing point of view. And again, those days for me are over. My personal journey has taken me places I didn't think it was going to. When I first woke up from the Watchtower, I was freaked out. I was absolutely freaked out. It was like everything that I thought I knew is wrong. My whole life is a lie. I was freaked out. Armageddon is like 2 seconds away. I'm like, what am I going to do? And Randall Waters from freeminds.org, who happens to be a Christian himself, cares more about people than he does doctrine. He encouraged me to say a prayer, ask God for a year off for time out to recover from post-traumatic stress. He wasn't interested in trying to run me to the finish line to join another club. He was more interested in my well-being, of taking a breath and looking at things. Just relax. Get your head back on straight. And I am so grateful to him for that advice, because it was so helpful to me. And I did. It took a lot of the pressure off so that I could kind of step back and re-examine everything. I started by re-examining the scriptures that I thought I knew, reading them in different translations, reading them in context. I started learning about mind control, logical fallacies, and other things that way. I started the deprogramming process and not jumping back into the pool. I was searching. I look at things I'm not supposed to look at. I read things I'm not supposed to read. I question, because my whole life was questions are doubts, and you're not supposed to have doubts. And that carried over into my adulthood, even after I'd left the Watchtower, because they still had my mind. And looking at everything, I am not going to avoid those questions and those doubts. I'm looking at everything. I'm not turning anything. I'm not turning born again. I'm not turning Hindu. I'm not turning atheist. I'm not turning, Temple of the Holy Cat. I'm educating myself. And it's taking me on a journey that I have the right to take. And nobody has the right to tell me that I'm not allowed to take that. And nobody has the right to tell me that because I'm not doing it their way, that I'm somehow wrong. That really burns my butt, I've also heard, don't let the Watchtower turn you away from God. God has nothing to do with the Watchtower. It's not even the same thing. My anger is to the men of the Watchtower, not anything else. I'm so sick of hearing that. I can't even stand it. It's not the same thing. All the Watchtower has done for me in waking up to the Watchtower is made me want to educate myself. That's all that they've done. That's the only thing that I can actually link to them on how I am now, is they're controlling all of the information. They're not allowing any questions. Their mind control, etc., has made me more determined to educate myself. It has nothing to do with God. It has nothing to do with anything. And the Bible, nothing. It's a completely separate issue. I am trying to educate myself. I look at things I'm not supposed to look at. What you would say I'm supposed to avoid. But to me, that's information control. To me, that's independent thinking is a no-no. And if the only way that you can preach or hold on to faith or convert people is by controlling information, I'm not going to buy what you're selling. It's that simple. But as far as me not getting on my videos and preaching, it's not my place. It's really not my place. That is a personal journey for you. I can help point you in the direction if you're looking for certain things. I can point you to people who can talk about particular things that you're interested in, that know more about that particular subject, who will talk to you and not at you. There are things I can help with. But as far as me getting on here and telling you what you need to believe, how you need to worship, what you can and cannot read, etc., this is the wrong channel for you. It just is. Because that's not what I'm about. I'm about evidence, facts, exposing the watchtower. I'm not about persecuting the witnesses. But the watchtower is a vile, corrupt organization that is poisoning the minds and killing the members. That needs to be exposed. I don't have to do anything else. All I have to do is tell you the meat is poison and show you how and why the meat is poisoned. And let you discover that for yourself. I'm not trying to tell anybody how to think. And I'm not letting anybody tell me how to think. Those days are over. Over. Anyway, that's all I have. A little bit of a ramble. Talk to you later.